What's up, everyone? So YouTube got put under fire for this specific tweet of them saying, no one, absolutely no one, creators after talking for 15 minutes. All right, let's jump straight into the video. Now, they got under fire. They actually deleted the tweet and apologized for it. I thought this tweet was hilarious because to me, it's super annoying when YouTubers just ramble on and you're like, look, just get to the point. That's why for me, for all the videos I film, I jump right into it. I don't like doing so for the first 5 minutes, I'm gonna talk about my favorite color. I hate when YouTubers do that. And I've got this question a ton of times, kind of coinciding with that tweet, from friends, family, peers, even just random people who find out I'm a YouTuber and they say, okay, can I ask you an honest question? How come YouTubers ramble on so much? Why do they take so long to get to the point? Why are they doing this kind of talking in circles thing and just avoiding the whole topic of the video until 15 minutes into it? So I have a short answer and for a long answer. So jumping right into it, the short answer is that the longer you watch a YouTube video, the better it is for the YouTuber. That's pretty much it. They make more money, the video gets ranked higher in terms of the search results, it improves a lot of metrics that YouTube loves. So the longer you watch a video, the better it does, both financially, in terms of views, in terms of all these different metrics. Now here's a long answer. Right now, YouTube, the main goal of YouTube is to keep you on the platform for as long as possible. All the views, the clicks, the likes, the dislikes, all these different metrics all go into one main factor. How can we keep you on YouTube as long as possible? Netflix does this too. Every platform or service that you can think of wants you to use their service as long as possible. This is why when you're watching Netflix and you're watching, let's say, a TV series and you just finished up one episode and it says, okay, next episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're just like, whoa, okay, I guess I'm starting the next episode. Netflix wants you to watch Netflix as long as possible. Now I'm gonna get a little technical. Right now, YouTube cares about two main metrics. The first is CTR, and the second is AVP or AVD. Kind of the same thing, kind of different. CTR is click-through rate. So when you're scrolling on YouTube and you see a video like this one, or another video on your suggested videos, or on the search results, how likely are you to click on that video? Whether it's from the title, from the thumbnail, a combination of the two, maybe the preview when you kind of scroll by it and you kind of see the video, give you that little like video preview for 5 or 10 seconds. How likely are you to click on that video? The second metric is AVD or AVP, which is basically the average view duration or the average view percentage. So let's say, for example, I do a video and it's 10 minutes long. If you watch 5 minutes of it, the average view duration for, let's say, one person on that video is 5 minutes. And if you watch 5 minutes, that means you've watched 50%. So the AVP or the average view percentage is 50%. Now, what YouTube loves to see is any video that can retain the audience for as long as possible. This is why videos that are either already educational, that can have a lot of good information. This is why any video that, let's say, is super entertaining, like David Dobrik or Logan Paul or PewDiePie or anybody that tries to do a lot of comedy and entertainment, if it's a very entertaining video, you're gonna watch it for longer. And when YouTube sees, wow, this one video, whether it's educational or entertainment or a how-to or whatever it is, this one video kept this person on YouTube for 10 minutes, we're gonna rank it higher. As opposed to another video when they say, this video is kind of boring, people only watched it for 30 seconds and then clicked out or backed out or clicked away, we're gonna rank that one lower. So the longer you can keep somebody watching your video, the better off you're gonna do. The second reason as well, kind of going to the long story format of why YouTubers ramble on so much and kind of go on these weird tangents, is actually the 8-minute mark. This used to be the 10-minute mark, now it's the 8-minute mark. Essentially, if a video goes over 8 minutes, the YouTuber can put in mid-roll ads. So not only are you seeing an ad right in the beginning of the video, which obviously makes them money, but now they can put in numerous different mid-roll ads. So while you're watching the video, 2 minutes in, you might have an ad, or 3 minutes in, or 4 minutes in, or 5 minutes in, or whatever the case is. So just going over that 8-minute mark, let's say it's 8 minutes and 1 second, for example, can drastically increase a YouTuber's revenue. So that's pretty much it. That's why so many YouTubers ramble on or go on side tangents. A lot of YouTubers are really good at this where they'll start on one thing, like Vsauce does this, where he'll say, you know, what color is a mirror? And he answers it in 30 seconds or a minute, but then he'll go on the side tangent about light or about other science or about optics or about, you know, certain other scientific things because, yeah, maybe he already answered the question of the video, but now he's doing other side tangents to still make it interesting and captivating and keep people watching for longer, but he's now taking these other tangents for the prime purpose of making the video as long as possible.